podcast.
All right, let's do it. Funny Poo Poo Podcast, episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this time we're prepared, so it'll be actually good.
What?
Don't unlist this one. Make this one public, Eric.
I don't want to make this one public. It's too spooky.
No, it's really good.
It's bad. It's bad quality. Everyone's gonna hate us because they're totally people are totally gonna watch this.
Yeah, everyone will watch this, and they'll be
Yeah, it'll be
"Dude,
on trending, right?
good podcast." Yeah, I once saw a video with like 16 views on trending.
I beg to differ.
No, no, it was about it was like some guy making music.
I doubt he got 16 views and made it to trending.
I mean, it was at like 100 something views when I saw it, but
I think 16 and 100 couple views is quite different.
Yeah,
And
but
the
people
amount
were
of
like, how did
views.
this get on trending? So I figure it was probably...
Hey, I saw some Korean propaganda get on trending. It's great. It's about like teaching how to use guns.
Korean propaganda? Do you mean North Korean propaganda?
Yeah.
But that's
What's the
different from
difference?
Korea.
North Korea, South Korea. They're just Korea. I mean,
Well,
they
the
speak the
difference
same
is,
language.
Eric, let's for our viewers, the difference between North Korea and South Korea
It's
that
one
of
is
them...
good and one is bad. We don't know which is which.
No, one of them is northern, and the other one doesn't exist. It's a myth.
But like, we live on a disc. How?
We live in a society.
If Earth is flat, how could be there north and south and west?
Eric, what is Earth?
Like a giant spinning disc in the universe.
Isn't that one of your stupid made-up League of Legends things?
Sure, whatever you say.
Yeah, Earth. You keep talking about it.
You know, the thing we live on.
No, but League of Legends.
What about League?
What?
What about League?
There's something in League called Earth or something.
Earth? Oh,
Earth.
that's game mode.
Yeah. That's what you keep saying because you can't pronounce TH.
No.
Because you're a stupid Chinese man.
Earth, huh? You know, I speak fluent English. I think it's you who doesn't speak the English.
I don't think you speak at all.
Then how am I talking to you?
Lies.
What are lies?
This is just Eric pretending to speak in a coherent fashion.
I doubt that.
I'm actually making up every line of his.
Oh, yeah. Am I just like a text-to-speech bot?
No, I'm just getting someone else to voice all your lines.
Oh, is this just a voiceover?
No, you don't exist.
I don't exist, so you just made me up?
Yes. And I'm making...
You made me up just for a podcast idea?
Well, no, because you hate them. If I was gonna make someone for a podcast, I would have someone who actually wants to do a podcast.
Why would you want that? That's so dumb.
You know what, Eric? You know what? The greatest podcasts start when a few friends are like, "Hey, I'm gonna make a podcast."
And a few friend goes like, I'm gonna make a joke, we should make a podcast. And then,
yeah. You know what? How the greatest podcasts don't start when one person's like, "I'm gonna make a podcast," and then everyone else is like, "No, that's stupid."
that sounds like a great podcast idea, where everyone could complain, why are they making this? Wow,
great
one
podcast
person
would be a
actually cares.
podcast where nobody wants to be on.
Yeah, sounds great.
What if we had a podcast
What if secretly we're all gay?
where you get two people on a
Oh.
podcast and they don't realize that they're both
They're on the
gay?
podcast?
No, they know they're on a podcast. That would be kind of illegal not for them not to know.
Then what are prank shows?
Prank shows are illegal. All of them. Also, none of them are podcasts. There's never been a prank podcast. If there has been, it probably sucked and was the worst.
You sure? I think it'll make a good podcast idea.
You think that because you're not very smart.
Oh, says you, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Yes.
If you're so
Yep.
smart, then what's 9 plus 10?
If you're so smart, why isn't there an Eric too? Dumbfounded. I got him. I did. He's speechless.
I thought I don't have any speech because you made me up.
Exactly. And I chose for him to be speechless at that exact moment. Because, I'm smarter than him in every way. Eric, you know what?
Yeah?
Chicken butt.
Oh, you're so funny, Varun. You see, that's Varun. He's so funny. He's so funny, poo-poo.
I know. Like, I'm too funny.
He's too funny to be, like, wasting his brain on a freaking podcast.
Yeah, for you stupid people watching.
Yeah, for your one single person who's probably yourself watching this.
You stupid moron. I am far too intelligent to be indulging you.
Even though you're probably the only person watching it.
You know what, Eric? I watched the first episode, the 0th episode, and I was like, wow, I'm going to stop watching this.
What? You know, someone actually has to put that in a freaking editing software and proceed
No.
to make the wonderful art for it.
You know what, Eric? If you're going to do that, you may as well just
I
make it...
think I don't do that because I'm not real.
You pretend. It's a podcast.
Oh yeah, me real.
Okay, but like, you could at least, like, not make it unlisted. Make it listed, Eric.
Me? Sure, yeah, I'll make a new channel then if I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, make a funny poo... Make a funny poo-poo podcast channel.
Yeah,
And
uploads whenever we feel like we got nothing to do.
That's whenever Eric is like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna record a podcast.
Even though Eric isn't real.
Yeah, and I'm gonna send it to everyone, just every human. I'm gonna go on Omegle. I'm gonna send this link to people. That's gonna be our great marketing tactic.
Yeah.
We'll be like, have you heard of this great podcast? And they'll be like, no, because nobody's heard of this podcast. And then they'll be
Because
like,
no one cares enough.
no one likes you, Eric. That's why.
But I'm not real.
So then how would anyone like you?
Do they not like my voice actor?
Eric, how can someone like you if you're not real? How can someone like something that is not real?
Oh, people don't like Han Solo.
Han Solo is real, though. He's a real fictional character.
Yeah. Is there a fake fictional character? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, your lines aren't even being said. You're not even like an entity. I am just making these lines up.
Yeah, real-time line making.
Like, you don't exist to anyone but me, but the voice actor
Oh, you said
is just...
but. That's funny.
The voice actor is a concept.
Actually, your thoughts?
I'm making all of this up. None of us exist. This podcast is fake. Nobody's hearing this.
But I know I exist because I have conscience.
No, you're just saying that.
I think you confuse as if what conscience is.
I don't think you know what conscience is, because that's the wrong word for what you're saying. Conscience is like your moral...
What? Sentience?
No, not sentience. That's consciousness. Oh,
Shut
God.
up. It's okay.
Oh,
it's your fault for making such a dumb person.
Yeah, you are really dumb, aren't you? Hey guys, Eric is dumb. That's the joke. That's the funny. Thanks
That's
for
the
watching.
funny part. That's the only good part of the podcast.
That's the big joke. Eric's dumb. He's
that's
not
the
very
joke.
smart.
He's not mentally well right now. That's the joke.
He's never mentally well, but he's also just really dumb. Dude, I'm being goofed on right now, and I do
Being
not appreciate.
spoofed on?
What?
Being spoofed on?
Not exactly.
Being funny poo-pooed on?
That'd be really funny, Eric. That'd be really good for a podcast. Imagine a
Yeah.
podcast titled Funny Poo Poo Podcast.
Yeah, everyone would like go, oh man, I should listen to this podcast.
I mean, I can't reasonably think of somebody who wouldn't.
What about you? You'll listen to this.
I will, because, you know, I'm just the greatest podcast ever.
Mm. Yeah, I would
You know,
say
Eric,
so.
I don't think what we're talking right now is suitable for a large audience. I feel like
Large audience. Yeah, the 7, the 10, the 1 view, maybe less than that.
Okay, Eric, but how will we get a mass audience if we don't appeal to one?
Sure.
And also, if you make every video unlisted, so I have to send the link to people. You know what's really funny?
Everything.
No, that's far from the truth. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you work in a team.
You are a
Who
pirate.
came up with that song? That song sucks. They're like.
Are you a
everything is
pirate?
awesome.
Are you a pirate?
You are a pirate. That's a funny meme, right? From that children's show,
I don't know what
Sponge Out of Water.
show.
Dude, what if they made a TV show about a sponge,
But it wasn't a sponge.
but it didn't talk? It was just a sponge, and there
Did
were
it
no
wear
side
pants?
characters or anything. What?
Did it wear pants?
Eric, do sponges doesn't wear pants?
It has skin. Does that count as pants?
It doesn't have skin. It's a sponge.
Have you seen a sponge? I think
maybe.
I would know what a sponge is. I've seen sponges with plenty of skins.
Why does SpongeBob's arms break off? Like, that's not a thing that sponges do. Sponges don't even have arms.
Oh, like
I
you
don't know
would
what a
know as a
I mean,
sponge.
To be fair, I don't know anything about sea sponges.
Are you a sponge? No, I don't think you're a sponge.
Sea sponges could well be all amazing cooks.
Why
for all
didn't you
I know,
ask a sponge? Maybe a sponge would know.
You know, SpongeBob should really be being paid more because he makes like the
He's a
best food.
fictional
Apparently.
character, though.
Yeah, but like he makes like the best.
It's not
food,
real.
But he makes the best food in like the universe,
According to whom?
according to common sense.
I don't think common sense went, oh man, SpongeBob makes the best food. According to
No, but
common...
like, have you seen every single person in the SpongeBob universe likes Krabby Patties?
What about SpongeBob? SpongeBob doesn't like Krabby Patties.
SpongeBob worships Krabby Patties.
Like you would know. What are you, SpongeBob?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh
That's
yeah.
an offensive question.
Say something only a sponge would know.
It is illegal to lick doorknobs on other planets.
Do you know sponges eat crabs?
You know, Eric, I just made a really funny SpongeBob reference, and you didn't even acknowledge it.
I didn't even understand it, okay?
That's exactly... Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe you should watch more SpongeBob.
Maybe you should have made me smarter.
Yeah, maybe I should have made you in my image.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know, you would make a bad god. All your creations would be like
I would
dumb
make
as
a
hell.
great god, Eric. I would just have a world where everyone is...
Idiots.
What?
Everyone's forced to make podcasts.
Yes, that would be great. I could just listen in, and I'd be like, this podcast sucks, so I will smite you, and you will go to hell, because I did not like it.
I mean, you have an eternity to live, so you got an eternity of podcasts to listen to.
Yeah, which means I'll eventually run out, and I can't forget any of them, because I'm God. So, you know, it's a burden. It's a burden having the sum total of all bird knowledge. You know, I have an axe. I have an axe, and it's just not as good as this land. Maybe it's just my hands, though.
Maybe you're
What did you learn in the middle of that?
You're not gay?
Oh, Eric knows that I'm not gay. See, because Eric is my fictional creation, I can dictate whether or not he is gay.
Why are you saying it in third person?
Because we have listeners. We have listeners.
Yeah, but you don't have to say third person.
Third person, I'm not
You
Eric.
could have just said you is not gay.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience. Why
Oh
would I
yeah, the
talk to you? You're
audience, huh?
not real. You're not worth talking to.
Says you.
Yes, it says me because I am you. Theoretically. And on a theoretical level.
What do you know, seeing as how you're the creator?
I killed myself accidentally.
Then how are you here?
No, I
It's
mean like
pre-recorded.
on a theoretical level.
I think you're getting confused what that word means.
I'm playing Brawlhalla is what I'm saying, and I killed myself.
So you're not dead.
God's not dead.
Well, you know, it's
Eric,
your
have you seen
belief.
God's Not Dead 3? Well, I mean, it's not out yet, but have you seen that there is a God's Not Dead 3 in the works?
Did you see there's a new Fast and Furious in the work?
Like, who cares?
Oh.
Find me one person who cares, other than Vin Diesel.
I don't know, those people who are earning a lot of money off of it.
They don't care about the movie, they care about the money.
Well, it's giving them money, so they care about it then.
No, they don't. I don't care about, like, the workers that give me money if I'm Jeff Bezos.
I think that you do.
I don't. Have you seen the working conditions in Amazon? Neither have I, but I've read about them and they're just terrible. Eric, why are you silent? This doesn't make good for a podcast.
You
Eric.
sure?
You should live your life as if you're making a podcast.
I think I know what a podcast is.
Like every
when
day
it
of
hits
your life, you should imagine.
I don't think you know what a podcast is if it hits you in the face.
Well, I don't think you know what a podcast is.
You don't even know how to make a good co-host.
Eric, podcasts cannot hit you in the face.
Well, thoughts can hit you in the face.
Well, Fox doesn't own any podcasts now, do they? 21st Century Fox?
Oh, I
No,
meant to
there's
say
no
thoughts, not Fox. But
Okay,
yeah.
Fox, Eric, learn to speak English.
Well, you make me learn how to speak English.
No, I don't want to. That sounds like effort on my end.
Wouldn't it be just asking wouldn't it be just firing the narrator? I mean, the voice actor, then hiring a
Eric,
new one?
I am the narrator. I am voicing you, by the way.
How come you sound like completely different?
I hired a vocalogist to be like, hey, how do I sound like a giant loser? And they're like, here's all the traits of, like, genetically what a super giant loser sounds. And
I
was
don't
like,
think that exists, man. I feel like you're making that up.
a vocalogist? No, they do exist. They're real.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, for college. Next, you're gonna say Jewish people exist. Well, why'd you make me racist?
What, Eric, you made yourself racist, all right?
I'm not real, so therefore I can't.
Yes, you can. You just gotta believe. It sounds like you're just not motivated.
Maybe because I'm not real.
Because I didn't make you motivated.
Yeah. This is all your fault if you really think about it.
Eric, are you gonna blame your parents for, like, creating you?
I blame you.
Why me? I'm not even your parents, fictionally. I don't exist to you, for you, because you're a fictional person. Why are you silent?
What?
Why are you
I'm
silent
focused
again?
on your thoughts, okay? It's really intellectual conversations.
Thoughts.
I gotta think what you're saying, okay? It's a
Think
lot
what
of taking.
you're saying.
There's a lot of. I need to take things in. You're saying a lot of big words.
Dude, have you seen Patton Oswalt's Annihilation? I mean, neither have I, but wasn't it really funny?
You mean neither have I?
Eric, do you think you know things that I don't, even though I created you?
I beg to differ. Why'd you make me so boring? This wouldn't make a good podcast.
Oh,
I mean,
dude, have you seen that Shaggy Dreadlocks is making 2 new SCPs in the
what is
second person?
SCP SUPs? SCPs?
Can you shut up and let me talk, Eric?
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
It's not like you can choose not to.
I will choose not to. And I just did.
So Shaggy Dreadlocks is making 2 new entries in the series of second person prose
Sounds like
elemental
a
SCPs.
god-awful thing.
He made When Day Breaks is the first one. What was that? Okay, there was After the Storm, I think it was called, which was the second one about water. And
Water?
then
That
the
sounds
third
boring.
one's gonna be something about, I don't know, clay
Jewish
or
people?
something. And then the fourth one's gonna be called Winter Winds, and it's gonna be really cool. I can't wait, to be completely honest.
I think you're not being honest.
I am completely honest. He said so on Reddit. I'll link it in the description.
Yeah, link it in the description, because you're the one who's editing this.
Yeah, because it's my podcast. It's my video. It's my recording. It's all mine.
Yeah, totally.
I'll-
Whatever you say.
my stuff.
Mm-hmm. Your stuff.
Just give me that. What the hell is Steely Dan?
Steam Summer Store?
Oh,
Steam Summer Sale? Are you saying you don't speak
What?
fluent English?
I don't care, Eric. You know what? I don't care.
Whoa. You can't say that.
There we
Think about our
go.
viewers.
Here it is. See, if you like the style, I should inform you that the second-person prose SCPs are to be an eventual tetralogy with elemental/seasonal themes. When Day Breaks is summer/fire. Part 2 is SCP-3280 and is spring/water. Made of Clay is going to be about autumn/earth, and it's 1/3 of the way done. And Winter Winds is going to be obviously about winter and air, and it will close it out. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, caring so much. I'm sorry. Just too interested about this.
It's so great.
You mean not great?
Huh?
You mean not great?
It's so great.
You mean not great?
Oh, Eric, you know what?
Yeah? You're too lazy to do this yourself?
I am doing this myself.
I beg to differ.
This entire thing is just me.
Oh yeah, then where's your co-host?
He's right here. It's mine. He's me.
Then where's your co-producer?
I don't have a co-producer. What would I need a co-producer for?
To script the freaking podcast, of course.
Just scrot their duh.
You're so funny.
I know.
Why'd you make yourself say yourself so funny? It's not that funny.
Well, why'd you say that then, Eric?
Well, I don't have free will.
Yes,
Everything's
you
been
do.
decided for
You
me.
do, Eric. You know what, Eric? If God made us and we have free will, then you have free will too.
That's not how free will works. That's like going, if I am me, then you.
Can you speak? Can you
I did.
speak? If I am me.
I'm clearly not explaining myself well enough.
Yeah, you really aren't, Eric. That's the joke.
Well, it's not that funny.
You ever make a joke and it's just like, ugh.
You ever talk to yourself?
No? Why would I do that? That sounds lame. You know what I don't like?
Jewish people?
Yes.
That's not funny, personally.
You know what, Eric? I made you in my image, which is why you hate Jewish people so much.
So you hate Jewish people?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically not. You know, those are same words to me.
You are hypothetic.
Okay?
Eric, I made a cool and funny joke and you ruined it.
You mean you ruined it?
No! I made an epic funny.
And you yourself recorded yourself
Now, Eric,
ruining
it's as
it.
you said. If I and me, then you.
Can you speak English?
No. Eric, if I created you, why are you so illiterate? Like, I would not want to make a podcast with someone who is so illiterate. I don't like it. I don't like it. One bit.
Then why do you do this? Why do you do this to yourself?
You know what I just noticed?
That this is a great use of time.
This podcast will either be extremely short or extremely boring.
It could be both.
It will be neither.
It could be both. I could just cut out all of the parts where we don't talk. I mean, you could
Not
cut
all
out
the
all the
interesting
parts where we
parts
don't
to make
talk.
it both.
Yeah, you could do that.
I don't think any part of this is interesting.
It is interesting. Everyone would love to watch this.
I think it's like a flat plane of interest. Whether or not it's always interesting or never interesting, I'll leave that up to you, Eric.
I think you mean you're leaving up to yourself.
No, I'm not. That's not what I mean.
But you're talking to yourself. You're the maniac here.
I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you, Eric. Just because you're fictional doesn't mean you don't exist.
I think I know what is existence.
You know what, Eric? You seem to have less of an understanding than I do, despite the fact that you are supposed to know everything that I do.
I beg to differ.
Because you and I are like the same person, theoretically, hypothetically, possibly.
I mean,
not
according
really.
to you.
According to you, Eric.
No, you
What
voice
do you mean,
being
no,
so.
you, Eric. You're the one who's acting like there's no difference between us. And then you're like us all of a sudden like, no, not me. I'm not responsible for this.
Well, I'm not, because I'm not real.
Well, I just lost, so that's not fun.
I think I blame that on you.
I want to say good game, but that was not a good game. You know what? That was actually a bad game.
I think 20 minutes good enough for a podcast.
That was not 20 minutes.
That was 30 minutes. That's definitely 30 minutes.
This better be longer than 30 minutes.
It is. Okay, Lee, go out the outro.
If this hasn't been at
Make
least...
the outro.
What?
Do the outro.
Where did all the punch go?
Do the outro.
What the hell?
Do the outro.
Hey, what's up, bros? It's PewDiePie.
I thought you going away, not hey, what's up?
I don't know PewDiePie's outro, alright?
He doesn't bro fist anymore. Well, I must say that's the outro. It's pretty great. It's 10 IGN. I would say it's outro-y, but not that outro. I would outro again, but like it's too much edge to outro. So thanks to that one person who's probably not listening to this, and yeah, good outro.
Hey bros, it's PewDiePie.
But I just did the outro while you were muted.
Yeah,
It was
well,
a good outro.
Who else should do the outro but Eric?
Nathan should do the outro.
You know what? We should have a Nathan as a guest.
As a special guest. Yeah, great. Well, that's the outro. It's great outro. I would say it's best outro. Wouldn't you say it's best?
Have we
OP?
finished recording or not?